Hi, I'm Kylie, just another Army vet, and welcome to another reaction video. Today, I'm starting another series for the Ministry of Defense of Singapore. This is Uncommon Grit. Because of the short length of these episodes, I'm going to react to the first two episodes in this video. Let's get to it. So this just came out about 6 months ago, I think.
These highly trained men have special skill sets that only a handful will acquire in their lifetime. With a high sense of purpose and mission focus, the Singapore Armed Forces Special Operations Task Force, or SOTF, has always been an intriguing unit. Their modus operandi is characterized by stealth, speed, and agility. They're like modern-day ninjas with high-tech gadgets to aid them in today's complex battlefields.
The Special Operations Task Force is the unit that undertakes a wide spectrum of special operations, including counter-terrorism, and they keep their edge sharp by national counter-terrorism exercises. And these exercises keep SOTF and its operators at the sharpest end of their capabilities. It ensures that they are ready for any operations if the button is pressed.
For the first time, our cameras were allowed beyond these walls to see firsthand what it takes to be a cut above the rest. We follow these men as they embark on their journey of self-discovery and what it takes to be selected for the Special Forces qualification course and ultimately enter the hallowed ranks of the SOTF, an honor only a few will experience.
So this is going to be a selection process just to attend the actual course. Okay. Finding the Right Stuff, Episode 1.
It's a dreary early morning as soldiers, about 120 of them, arrive at Pasir Ris Camp, home of the Commando Training Institute. What you're about to see over the next few days is just a small foot in the door to continue their journey in the Special Forces qualification course and become an SOTF trooper. And it all starts here at the Special Forces Leadership School.
So is this leadership school, is it close to where BMT happens, or is it close to where the naval divers have their school, or is it not close at all?
Joint Special Forces selection program is tough. Realistically, some candidates will not make the cut. It's physically and mentally demanding. You must be ready to adapt to situation awareness, and you must be flexible, and you must be able to make decisions under stress.
It's the first day, so I'm actually a little bit nervous. I'm not sure what to expect because I'm not here before. I feel it's a very privileged course. It's not something that everyone can do. Being in the naval diving unit, we feel that it is in our nature to try to push ourselves to the boundary, to the limit. That is why we want to break our own limits, and hopefully I can pass the selection.
So if he's coming from the NDU, does that mean that this selection and training is going to be more difficult than what he experienced at the Naval Diving School?
I don't expect it to be easy, but I know that putting in the effort and with the right determination and the right mindset, I'll be able to make it through with the rest of the people who are here with me.
Alpha 05, step up. Give me the head count.
They're called Rangers? So they're called Rangers.
Within minutes, they get a small dose of the high expectations that need to be met.
Alpha 05, you make sure they fall in properly before you give me the head count. Clear? Clear?
And a hint of what's to come.
Bunch of on your feet! You will now touch and go back to your back. Clear? Yes, sir!
Sharp. When I say buttocks up, you echo after me. Buttocks up.
For the next 2 weeks, this will be home and testing ground for these SOTF hopefuls.
The unique thing about this selection is that the minute you step into the gates, the minute I start the selection, you are all the same. You all will be called candidates.
As candidates, they're all equal despite their ranks and backgrounds. and they will be so until they've earned their right to enter the ranks of the special unit. Most are from the 1st Commando Battalion and the Republic of Singapore Navy's Naval Diving Unit, both elite units in their own right. And then there are others from the infantry, artillery and even the supply and transport formation to prove that they are equally fit and mentally resilient to pursue the arduous tests and ace them.
So what are the Singapore Commandos? Because I think I remember someone talking about the Commandos in one of my previous videos, but I don't really remember. It sounds like the Commandos are not as elite as these guys. If someone wants to clarify in the comments, I'd appreciate it.
You got 20 seconds. Fly to the wall, let's go. Fly to the wall, fly to the wall.
For me, I believe that I don't matter from which unit, I believe that I can do it. And also, I have to physically and mentally prepare also. It's like my achievement if I done it.
The Joint Special Forces selection may be a short 2-week process, but for the candidates, it will be much more than that. Just a few hours into the first day of selection, the men prepare for their first test, standard obstacle course. But for these candidates, it's anything but standard.
Like the one at BMT.
Pretty standard obstacle course. We've been through it throughout BMT. However, this case is slightly different. We've been through a few build-up exercises back to back. There's no period to rest in between.
Everyone have the reasons to come here. My reason is to push myself and see how far I can go.
This course would actually mean to be the better soldier, a better version of any soldier. Knowing that my conscience is clear that I've trained hard for this course, that is enough.
Over the next 14 days, these men of different ranks and backgrounds will find out who they really are and what they're made of, if they have what it takes to be part of this elite unit.
I think at the end of 2 weeks, the biggest lesson they take back is about themselves and their mental resilience and their physical toughness.
And the instructors will try all means to break them.
Anybody wants to DOR?
To sift out the best of the best from the rest.
Early morning.
Before the next evolution or test, the instructors give these soldiers a taste of what it's like to be part of the special unit.
The intensity hit us a lot harder. The evolutions are much more back-to-back. We're being faced with a lot more physical challenge before and after each evolution. It really pushes us much further. We don't know what time it is throughout the day, but we just have to rely on being adaptable, being able to react quickly to new challenges.
Exactly 3 minutes. Take off the ground indeed. Boots, your LBV, 12 dummy magazine. Any questions? 3 minutes starts now, move. You have 1 minute. Any 1 minute. How are you? I will come out of the farm right now. How are you? I will come out right now. I will drop everything and I will come out right now.
So what qualifications do these guys need in order to even try the selection process?
Go out of the box. You want to cheat? It's okay. We have the whole day. You can cheat the whole day.
During the third
Letter
round, when
kicks.
the instructors are hammering you, you just think of, why am I doing this? I want to give up all this. So I think it's not just good enough to be fit, but you need to be good enough in your mindset as well.
Mentally resilient. He has a very good point.
Take your temperature. Take your temperature. Once you're done, stand up.
The constant back-to-back hammering, as the candidates call it, are punctuated with safety measures.
So safety is paramount to Singapore, which is good, because not every country feels the same way, and because of that, a lot of soldiers have gotten hurt or badly injured, and that's something that Singapore wants to prevent.
To ensure no one falls behind.
Safety is the priority. We have more than enough instructors to actually look after the trainees. At any point of time, we just filter out those that might get injured.
3 minutes.
Long 4, boots, your LVV, 12 dummy magazine, your number tag, 2 field water bottle. 2 minutes starts now, move. Get out! Get out! Get out!
Move on all your equipment into your push-up.
Oh, that's not fun. Bear crawling.
Hurry up, the rest of you.
Not fun at all.
With all the physical exhaustion, the candidates now have to put mind over body to get through the next stage, one of the key tests in the selection. This is the load-bearing vest or LBV run, but with a twist.
In your current attire, with 12 dummy magazine and 2 full water bottle, you are to do your best for this evolution, understand?
Yes, Chopper!
The objective is to complete the run within a short stipulated time. It mimics combat conditions an SOTF trooper has to go through, including equipment and load they have to carry over long distances. There is no time to stop or slow down.
1, go!
At least they're not in body armor, or at least they're not carrying a full load of ammo. I mean, that's a tough test, but it could always be worse.
This particular evolution was quite heavy on all of us after a long day. It's very tempting to stop, take a break, but it's very important to maintain the timing that you have.
You have to pace yourself.
The attribute and fitness, they can always take time to train. You are actually looking for resilience and the positive attitude in them so that they can actually move on further. This is just the door they are walking through.
So what did he just get from the cadre? What was that?
Giving up, I think of my family and my friends.
I have no idea.
And their expectation of me. I'm sure they wouldn't want me to give up and they want me to see this through. With that, I feel I can carry on.
A number or?
For all its intent and purpose, the rigorous tests are not distracting the men from their resolve or reasons to be here.
I want to be here. I feel it's very privileged to be here, to learn all the stuff that not ordinary people can do.
I know that each day will come to an end at some point. Each of the evolutions will eventually come to an end. We formed a strong brotherhood already within a week's time, and I can only foresee that we'll get closer this week.
But for a few, the tough first week of selection has already taken a toll on them. They don't make the cut.
I believe everyone here has a passion, has a desire to prove themselves their worth. Here you get to do something different, get to do something cooler. So I think everyone wants to do that.
But for these men, failure has only made them stronger to try out the selection again, and another chance to prove themselves.
I was pulled out for the course because I failed one of the tests. I'll definitely come back. I'll work stronger, adapt to things fast, watch and learn fast.
I gauge where my fitness, where my strength is. Next time I can train harder and stronger to come back for the next selection.
So far, I'm really enjoying this, and yes, I do realize that we're only seeing a fraction of what they're actually going through, because their stuff is pretty classified. But that's the nature of the beast, and I'm still enjoying it. But the selection does actually draw some parallels with the U.S. Army Green Beret selection. They also have a 2 or 3 week long selection. If you fail that, you do get a chance to come back and try again. And they also strip all candidates of their rank. They want everyone to be the same. So I can't wait until the next part. Once I film it, I'll put it right here. Thanks for watching, and please smash that like button.